When we said, you know, does he have to make public, one of you said no, and my feeling is true. It's his business. It's his now, business. I know that if you're in the public eye, supposedly, you know, you have to reveal things about yourself and some things you. But in this case, it's between him and his wife.
I just want to know. I want to know how this man, who has managed to avoid many trees with a golf club, driving a ball like hundreds of yards, can't avoid one like 20 feet away in his driveway. I mean, that blows my mind.
Well, he had his wife to come help him out of
But you know what? I have to ask a really bizarre question, and maybe this will not give us a reason why people should be asking, but might give us some insight. If it had been reverse, and the rumors were flying that he had done something to her, would we be as saying, look, it's his business?
Yeah, no, probably not.
It's just interesting. You know, some people, we want to probe into their stuff. We don't care what it is.
It might have been a little different for Tiger, though, because Tiger has never shown himself to be any person that's of violence, or he's never gotten any trouble.
Neither have the other folks. I don't know, but I'm just asking, is there a double...
Yeah, because look, if this were another celebrity, I think there are certain celebrities, you know, that have this sort of magnetism where their stuff with police records, etc., would have been out a lot earlier than this, and I think that's where people are getting more curious. It's the distance between event and when the actual...
The only thing is that, yes, I think that's true, because, but in this particular case, when the woman is wielding an iron, you know, a golf club, if that's true, then she's just that's scary. That's a scary thing.
That may be scary, and it may be scary if it's true. And obviously, something happened somewhere. He's out at 2:30 in the morning in his car and whatever.
It's a big story, though.
But it is, however, and if it had been the other way that you said, for example, she was in the car, yes, there would have been a different reaction. But I guess at some point, and maybe we're stretching it because we're all curious. We're saying it's his business, but we're all asking questions. But at some point, it's between the two of them. And they have to be able to handle it and try to shut it up.
But this is the thing to remember. It is always between the two people. But you know, I think generally, if you have a fight with your husband or your boyfriend it's nobody's business. And people start rumors. You know, I'm loath to believe what I read instantaneously because it's just too many corners to all the stories, and no one, it seems, ever waits to find out what's going on.
But neither one of them have pressed charges. That's a different thing.
Here's the thing: we're going. It's not anybody's business, but if there's any alleged rumors turn out to be true, like remember with Sanford, we didn't know where he was, and it was their business. But if now something comes out,
Governor Sanford,
but Tiger Woods is not a government official, and so Sanford, I understand why people want to know, because the people in the government were like, we can't make any.
By the way, while we're talking about that,
yes,
Jenny Sanford, Governor Sanford's wife, is one of our 10 most fascinating people next Wednesday night. Yeah.
Really?
Next Wednesday night here on ABC?
No, I really was not doing it as a plug.
That's interesting.
It's 10 o'clock on ABC next Wednesday night.
The thing of it also is if all the parties involved keep their mouths shut, this will go nowhere. Because I was just remembering Bruce Springsteen. Somebody accused him of having an affair, and they all said no, and they showed the woman to be a liar. So if this is a lie, it will be a lie. But he's in the public eye. This is a guy who's in the public eye. He is a hero to a lot of people because he has incredible eye-hand coordination, basically, you know, and he's never done anything untoward, this guy. He's always been so perfect, so we love to pull them down.
Well, I don't love to pull them down. Well, I don't like to see them pull down. The media does like to pull them down, but it's just...
we are also part of the media.
But you remember...
Go ahead.
I was going to say that story with Suzanne Summers, and the paparazzi was following her, and they said she was having breast implants, and it turned out she had breast cancer. And it just takes that one thing from the paparazzi to start. So all of these things with the allegations of TMZ.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I hope, Tiger, you can keep your business to yourself, because there's much deeper stuff to talk about, like the other crash that was in the headlines, the uninvited guests at last week's White House state dinner, who managed to get past the Secret Service checkpoints and even pose with the president and vice president and Robin Roberts.
This has me concerned about national security.
Yeah.
I mean, really, like the fact that you could just walk right in there. We're lucky that these people were not armed, dangerous, and
there was a weapons check. You know, they checked with some machine. I forget what they call it.
Yeah, but you still have silverware on the table when you eat dinner. When we were in, I'm telling you, you got forks and knives. When
Barbara's brought them back when she steals them from the White House. We've seen those forks and knives.
But Elizabeth, when Elizabeth and
napkins. Do not accuse me.
We went to Washington. When we went to Washington to do our piece before the inauguration, we were standing by the gate, remember? And they came and told us to get away from the gate.
They did.
But I'm really upset because I think that they should be charged with something. I absolutely think they should be charged.
They could be charged with trespassing, if nothing else. But, you know, now we're on to the next, which is, why did they do it? They wanted publicity. She wanted to be on Real Housewives of D.C. or wherever the thing is. They were supposed to do a
She should be in Real Housewives in the joint.
Yeah. I mean, but here they are.
That's where she needs to be.
The balloon boy. They got the balloon boy. They're trying to take away kids from the balloon boy people, and something needs to be done about them. So nobody will try to do it again.
Just to finish. Okay. So at first it was said that they wanted money to do interviews. Now that doesn't sound so good. So now it says they don't want money to do interviews. So I mean, the amazing thing to me is that these people went to this kind of effort, and the makeup, and the hair, and the sari, and the stuff, and the whole
because if they had shown up there with a burqa, I don't think they would have got past the Secret Service.
This way she looked. They looked as if she was invited.
Well, I have to tell you, this is the first time in modern history that anyone has ever crashed the White House state dinner. This is the first time this has ever happened. Now, there have been other Secret Service blunders, and this one made me laugh, and that's why I brought it up. In 2007, a Secret Service agent, they were hospitalized because of the accidental discharge of a government-issued firearm. Now, I don't know how you accidentally shoot off your gun in the White House unless you're going, was this loaded?
By the way, Deepak Chopra, who's on with us later, was one of the guests. And so
did they take his picture with him?
Well, we're going to ask him. But do you remember a few years back when someone got into the Queen of England's bedroom?
Yes.
You remember that?
Listen, I was there. It was not that big a deal. Listen, we will...
Wait a minute. You know, this is why racial profiling is it doesn't work. These people were white. They were, whatever he's called.
We always say that.
You know what I mean?
We always say racial profiling on white people doesn't work.
That's true.
Yes.
But I mean, if they were a different color, they would have been stopped.
They would have thought they were Indian. Because she was wearing a sari and stuff. We're into a whole other thing.
You know what?
Forget it.
They looked okay. That's the bottom line.
Well, it's very interesting, but you know, it's probably true. If a couple of folks, a couple of rappers had gone, maybe people would have paid attention.